Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So this project, I've decided to take on the Matchbox Grit Spreader Truck. I've been wanting to do these for a long time. I've got them in a baggie, so I'm trying to whittle through my bulk cars where I want to do fleets. So a couple of these I got from my buddy Dan Russell. And let me see, here's the number 70. And let me get the good picture of it. The grit spreading truck. So, hopefully I'll get these looking brand new. They all look like they're in pretty good shape. No major body work. All the transparencies are in pretty good shape. And this one over here, actually, I can't salvage. It's missing the front end that holds the front tires on. The body's cracked, but I'm going to see if I can polish up the transparency for practice. So there we go. I got a new addition besides Yoda. I got Shrek over here. Gonna be keeping his eyes on the action. So once again, here we go. Back to doing some Matchboxes. It's been a little bit. All right, I got all the grit spreader trucks apart. So it wasn't too hard. Just your typical drill out the two posts. I don't think I'm going to have any room to put in a screw because there's not much clearance between the body and the chassis. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to put the front ends in some lime away. A lot of them are pretty corroded. And tires and transparencies, of course, and not soapy water. I will be painting the tires. And I'm not too sure why the grit spreader actuator arms are black or gray. I don't know. I might touch them up with their respective color. So, alrighty, and here's my other one. I'm going to actually salvage these wheels. It's always nice to have extra wheels to add to my collection. So, alrighty. So let me take these to their respective places. And I might have to strip these in stages. I don't know if I have a big enough container with my citrus strip, but alrighty. So off we go. Alright, so I took all of the grit spreaders out of the stripper. So this is what I do. I just buy a thing of citrus strip, buy the quart, or whatever it is, pour it all in here, and just plop them in here and let them soak. And then the paint comes right off, so I'm going to wash these in soapy water. And then over here, I had the front ends soaking in lime away. And now I've got them in soapy water. So I'm going to clean these up really good. They're all pretty rusty. So, alrighty, let me clean these babies up. Alright, so here are the grit spreader trucks, all primed up. I use the Tamiya Gray. Seems to do a really good job. And I like how the paint really shows the detail. There's that side, and there we go. Great detail in these models. I'll tell you, Matchbox really knew how to do a die-cast car back in the day. Alright, I'm going to paint these their respective colors, and off we go. Alright, I'm fixing to go paint the tires. I use my Tamiya spray paint TS14. So I just put them all on the toothpicks, and then after that I switch them around, and then I paint the other side. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm assembling all the front axles on the front part of the grit spreader. So what I do is I take my rivet like this, and then I pound off the head of it, which is this part right here. I pound it off with a hammer and a screwdriver, and then I just take the painted wheels, and it already has like a little hubcap that's formed and ready to go. And then I'll put the wheel in there, and just like that. And then I will cut the extra, and it goes flying somewhere in the bedroom. And then there we have it. So here they are. Got all 7 of them painted up, ready to go. Now I just got to do the ones on the main unit. So the tires look brand new. All right, so I'm going to go mushroom the ends so they don't fall off, and then onto the chassis. All right, so here's the progress on the grit spreader trucks. So on these, on the front end, I did mushroom the end with a ball peen hammer. Oops. And let me see here, right there. Let me see if I can get a good picture. There we go. So I mushroomed those ends. And then I tried on these, but there's not a lot of room to work. So what I'm going to do on these is just put a little dab of super glue. Let me see if I can get a good shot. I just put a little dab of super glue, and then it'll hold them in place. Because I'm really tired of banging up the bodies with a hammer whenever I try to mushroom the edges. So I think I'm just gonna super glue these. They're for display anyway, and actually they would last longer anyway. So anyway, so there's the update on that. And the next time I show these, it should be for the reveal. All right, it is time for the reveal for the fleet of my grit spreader trucks. Did 7 of them, so pretty easy restoration as it comes around. The hardest part of these models is painting the inside of the where they put all the dirt. So sometimes it puddles up. But anyway, so there's this one. Just polished up the front end and just did the paint. So, and painted the tires too. So here we go. Let me move that. So there we have it. The 7 grit spreader trucks. Ready to go out there and take care of some grit spreading. All right. I want to thank you everybody for watching, and today is Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody watching this. Leave a comment if you like, and hit subscribe if you want to, and I will see you on the next build.